Hello, hello. We are back with another writing a novel with AI session. Gonna make sure that we're up. And there we are. Cool. My name is Keith Hayden. I'm an author, a novelist to be more specific, and I'm writing a novel with AI currently. AI assisted novel. I have to make sure to make that clarification because when you say you're doing anything with AI, its assumption is that you're clicking one button and it's coming out. And this is kind of what this whole streaming series is to dismantle that perception that if you want to be a real writer that uses these tools because they are powerful, they can bring a lot of advantages to your process. There's a couple of things you have to learn. There's a lot you have to learn. And that's why I'm showing my process. So I'm just going to jump right back into where I was yesterday. Yesterday, during the stream, I was on for 2 hours yesterday. Most of that time was finishing up the outline, but then also creating a character. And we created Sharla Kinjo. Sharla Kinjo is the love interest. This story is called Serious and Limbic Escape from Okinawa. It's James Bond meets Metal Gear Solid, but it's also an alien story. And then there's also war and some politics in there. So maybe it sounds a little bit complicated, but if you want to hear the whole explanation, then watch some of the older videos in the series on my channel. But Charlotte Kinjo was created, and so we had plans to make three main characters in this story. We have Li Ma, who is the main protagonist. He's the younger version of himself from where he was in the original novel, in Serious and Limbic. And then we have Charlotte Kinjo, who we just made yesterday. Now we have a third character who I've been waiting to make this character. Because Charlotte was already pretty much an established character. She just needs to be fleshed out. We have to make a brand new character, and I love character creation so much that, in fact, I've made my own tool to create characters, and I'm going to be using that tool today to start fleshing out a brand new character, which, if you've seen the past streams, you know how much I like character creation. Yeah, this is just really exciting stuff, so I'm going to get right into it. So what I'm going to do first is, first of all, I'm going to make sure I have a place to put this character. Where's my canvas? All right, yeah, here we go. Open up the canvas. Let's get I can add a picture here too. No, I'm not going to add that. So be our U.S. Space Force investigator. So this person could be anything. I haven't even fleshed them out. All I know, the only requirement is that they do need to be, I don't want them to be a rookie. I want them to be a little bit more experienced as an agent, just because it would make sense. You wouldn't give this type of a case to a junior agent. I used to work as a special agent, and yeah, that just makes sense. That's one of those world-breaking things. But other than that, man, woman, transgender, gay, straight, whatever, it doesn't matter. This character could be anything, and I love having that open canvas. So let's pull up my character generator, and if you're interested in trying this tool out, this is a custom-made tool. I coded it myself. There's actually no AI behind it. It's all just dozens of arrays, and they're arranged in such a way to where you can get different stories, you can get different scenarios, you can get different character outputs. So yeah, you just come here and then you just get different things for ideas for stories. You can generate a story here, gives you a cool idea for a plot. It's just, I was experimenting with this a lot earlier this year, writing some microfiction, but this is the character creator. And what I'm going to do now, and what I challenge myself to do, because it's, and I bring this up pretty often because it's one of those things that I think as a creator, if you create anything, it doesn't matter when you're working with AI or you're working with these types of endless generation tools, you could sit here and keep rolling. And first of all, that's just a really big waste of time. It takes up a lot of time. Second of all, how you challenge yourself as a, you challenge your creativity is by taking what you have, what you're given, and then adapting that to your needs instead of just going back and getting endless resources. Like that's the challenge. At least I like that challenge. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to press generate one time. And as long as it's not like a child or something, which wouldn't make sense at all, then I'm going to stick with that and I'm going to make this work for this character. And we're going to start fleshing him out. Let's see what happens. A 35-year-old sanctimonious Namibian male cyborg. Relationship is teammates. Okay. They're unstable, attracted to female cyborgs. Sexual turn on pregnancy. Oh man, I'm liking this already. Ice cubes. Okay. At work, they are austere. They're trainee pet psychologist. Okay, they would be a Space Force investigator. Would that make sense? In society, they are obsessive. Mysterious underwater city. Copes with stress by plotting revenge and practicing self-care. Ooh, plotting revenge. That could be interesting. And so when I put cyborg in here, let me make a clarification. I don't mean like the robot. You know, I think when people think cyborgs, they think like the humanoid cyborgs, Terminator, that type of thing. Cyborg is really, in my mind, it's more of like humans, but then they're augmented with a significant amount of technology to where they could be considered a hybrid. So brain computer interface, maybe they have bionic limbs or something like that, but at their core they're still human. And that's a distinction I like to make when I talk about cyborgs. With threatened flight, objective is to establish a dictatorship over network. Okay, we can tweak that. Opponent is keeping up with the Joneses. I don't like that. Level of importance. Disaster they face is discovering a cure for aging or immortality. Okay, you can adapt that to our story. They prioritize love and relationships. Physical appearance. Rubenesque. Rubenesque is like, I learned, is like curvy type of a figure. So that's another reason why I like doing this, because it just gives you different body types. It gives you different, just people are different. You know, not everybody's tall and fit, and you know that's where a lot of the AI stuff. That's why I use AI for character generation, because it just defaults to those stereotypes where everyone's like fit and beautiful and the sheen and all. It just, that's not the way people are. People are different. Ash blonde corkscrew curls. Amber skin, slightly above average to height. Notable part wrists. Must-align movement. I don't know what that means. But they can speak 3 languages. Special skill, perfect pitch. I guess they're a good singer. Avant-garde. Born in Sierra Leone. Okay. Oldest of 2 children. So we've got a brother or sister character we may be able to use later on. Mother's alive and a genie. What the fuck? And they feel indignation. They feel indignation about it. Okay, this is kind of I'm already getting a picture of this character. This is kind of a, and it's funny because this is not too much unlike the type of agent that I actually might have worked with. Someone who's kind of got a chip on their shoulder. They become an agent kind of for a power trip. They do want to do good, but it's more about that personal, uh, there's a personal insecurity there that's fueled by something. And I like that. Alive and an atheist. And they feel indignation about that too. Damn, okay. I like that. Overall, slightly unsatisfied, severely depressed, physical health below average, but they're financially secure. That makes sense. This sounds like the profile of a typical government worker right here. It just does. I love this. It's like trauma, no trauma. Okay, and they feel indignation about it. What is this? It just picked indignation about everything. Okay, this picks the character. Greatest fear, lack of control. That's great. Personal motivation is seduction. I could see that. Okay, maybe I could see that. Welcome to the stream. Welcome. If you're just coming in, say hello in the chat. I'm just sitting here creating a character. This is our U.S. Space Force alien investigator, and they are going to be, and I guess it's a he. Yeah, male cyborg. He's going to be a sanctimonious male cyborg. This guy is going to be our Space Force investigator. Personal ideology, independent, character strength, compassion. I like that contrast. He's indignant about everything, and he's got the profile of a govy worker. He's depressed. His fitness is garbage in the toilet, but he's got compassion, and maybe that fuels him. Weakness, rebelliousness. Okay, I like that. Character secret: I poison someone's enemies and charge them for it. Okay, that's perfect. I like that. And fighting style: a straightforward style. Batangas. What is this weapon? Let's ask ChatGPT what this weapon is. What is a batangas? Can you show me a visual? Filipino. A serif typeface. It's a type of weapon. Butterfly knife. Balisong. Folded blade concealed within the handles, which can be quickly deployed with a flipping motion. It has two handles. It's double-edged and sharp. Ah, okay. I didn't know that's what it's called. Okay, this is one of them blades, they'd be flipping out. Back in those 80s movies, they flip out the blade. And they're like, hey, man, I'll cut you. You say that type of stuff. Okay, cool. I like that. Fights by misdirecting and riding a magic carpet. What the fuck? Why? And archetype is the herald, brings the call to adventure. Mournful avenger, seeks a vengeance. Though that's perfect. The bride from Kill Bill. This mega archetype, it could actually work because his role is basically the reader's lens through which they will experience the invasion of Okinawa, the Chinese occupation, and he's basically just a filter. He's not a super, of the three main characters, he's the least important, but he does serve a purpose. So I like this profile. I think this is a great start to work with. And we can tweak it, but before this stream is up, I really want to get to a visual of this guy because we just gotta visualize him. All right, so let's put this in here. Let's put it in our obsidian. And what I'm gonna do is, because I want to keep this stream short, it's Saturday morning here, so I want to make sure I have enough time to do this. But I do want to get to the physical description. Mother is a genie. That would make sense though. If his mother is a genie, but then he flies around on magic carpets to fight, that would make sense. That would make sense. He learned from his mother, but he's indignant that she's a genie for some reason. I don't know why. Okay, let's get these physical traits here. Physical build. Rubenesque is more for like a female. It's usually like to describe like a curvy woman. So what's the equivalent for a man? I'm not sure. Let's ask ChatGPT. What? I'll just do a new chat because ChatGPT be getting confused. Barrel-chested husky. Okay, so he's a bigger guy. Okay, I like that. Yeah, Rubenesque. It's like some painter that he used to only paint curvy women, and I didn't know that until I made this character creator, and I think it was Claude came up with. I was like, give me a bunch of different body types, just run the gamut, and I got Rubenesque, and I was like, what the hell is that? And I was like, oh, okay, it's like thicker, curvy, but not necessarily fat, but like just curvy, like voluptuous would be the right word. So for men, barrel-chested, husky, I like that, and that would make sense for him being an agent. So let's go back to here. Physical build. Husky. Ash blonde, corkscrew curls. Okay, that's gonna look funny. Slightly above average, a little bit taller. Body image is neutral. That makes sense. He doesn't really care about it. Notable body part wrists. So maybe he's got like really long arms. I know I have that. Like I have very long arms and long wrists. There's another mustaline. I'm not sure what that means, but it doesn't matter. We don't need that for the description. Okay, let's do this description. A 35-year-old sanctimonious Namibian male cyborg. And there's ChatGPT. Five-year-old Namibian male cyborg. Physical build husky. This is the skin tone. And that. Create an image of a 35-year-old sanctimonious Namibian male cyborg with a husky build. He has ash blonde, corkscrew curls, and an amber skin tone. Orange undertone. His height is slightly above average. Emphasize his notable wrists. Incorporate subtle cybernetic elements. Okay, this is a good starting point. I only need this. let's go to Midjourney. And I gotta make sure to include my style. So what I like to do with to make the style more unified, because you see a lot of like random Midjourney generations, just generating random characters and random styles and stuff. But if you're actually trying to use this for a coherent project, I highly recommend you get a style and you just stick with it. Because you think of any other, like, real books, real movies, real comics, whatever, they have one default style for at least one volume, and then maybe they'll switch to another style or whatever if it's a new movie, a new book. But you have to stick with the same style. I know a lot of people have a hard time doing this because you can literally do anything with these tools, but this is another one of those creative constraint type of things that really, it streamlines your process and it just makes your whole project look more unified, because it's like, okay, it is all the same style, so I know all these things go together, and we like that continuity in these types of things. So the style I decided on early on is this: a Chinese oil painting science fiction novel. You'll see that at the top of all of these, um, that are related to this project, Series and Limnic, Escape from Okinawa, because I like that. I liked the style and it looked distinct enough, but yeah, I just like it. So that's part of it too, just kind of curating your taste. A Chinese oil painting science fiction novel, a wide shot of a. I wonder how it's going to interpret sanctimonious. We have a lot of extra words in here. Let's get rid of ash, corkscrew, amber. Let's get rid of these extra words. Height is slightly above average. Body image is neutral. We don't need the body image. I'm just going to put notable wrists. Incorporating subtle cybernetic elements while but human appearance. And I'm gonna cut this problem off. What are they wearing? What was the clothing style that we got? Clothing style, avant-garde. Okay. Let's see, avant-garde. How is it gonna interpret this? Wearing avant-garde suit because he's an agent. All right, let's go. The moment of truth. How is our man gonna look? Oh, so interesting. Yes. Oh man, I like this already. So, I want him to look a little bit less uh robot-y, but this is this is so cool. Okay. We're already in the ballpark. E- Subtle, it doesn't understand subtlety very well. Subtle cybernetic elements. Um, I think it was because I said male cyborg too. So I'm going to take out the cyborg. And let's just. I'm trying to think how to get full body shots. I always struggle to get full body. A wide full body shot. Yeah, let's try this. Oh, I forgot to put in Okinawa. Can add that in. Oh, this is good right here. Oh, I like that so much. The only thing that's missing is placing him in Okinawa. So let's do actually, I'm gonna hold on to this. And I do want to change what he's wearing because he looks really street like, and this is Okinawa, so he needs to be a little bit more casual if he wants to actually blend in. My man is a little bit conspicuous. We need to get him. So trying to do something husky build, ash blonde skin, notable wrists, wearing avant-garde. Island suit on in a government office in Okinawa. Okay, let's see what happens. Man, we got so close. What is this dragon? I do like this though. Like, but he looks a little too young here. He looks about the right age. We said we wanted him 35. Notable wrists. This one just gave him like, I don't know what the hell this is. This is what's coming out of his ears. Yeah, I'm not sure what's happening there. And here is no good too. That looks weird. This isn't bad actually. This looks okay. It's taking the avant-garde thing to like a strange place, and that's what's knocking it off. So let's just go with um, avant-garde, casual, island clothes. Okinawa. No, it's just island clothes because it's gonna take the Okinawa shit way too far. On a beach in Okinawa. Okay. And while that's cooking, we need to think of a name for this fella. What letter did they give us? I even incorporated this too. Their name is old fashioned. It starts with an F. Um, let's ask Chat. This is a great place to use ChatGPT. Oh wait, this is almost done already. What is this? He looks way too young there. He looks very robotic there. Too young. And this, he just looks straight up villain. He just looks like he's gone Super Saiyan, and I don't know why. Okay, so I think I'm just gonna go back to. This is my favorite right here. This was the most together, and let me just. How do I do the variation? If you just press very subtle, okay, very strong. No. I forgot how to do the inpainting. That's what I'm forgetting. Let's see. Let's see if we do the zoom. I just resubscribed to Midjourney yesterday, so I hadn't used it in a while. So that's why I'm rusty with how I use it. Let's zoom out, and let's get a name for this guy. What? Namibian names. Start with F. Finiashu, Fikami. Oh, I love these. Felicitas. Felicidad. I like the irony of having him. He's like so indignant about everything, but then his name is like happiness. I like that. Finny. Roots in local culture. A name with deep roots. Finiashu. Oh, Finiashu sounds really cool. It sounds like a mix between like Japanese but then it's Namibian. Name Finiashu. Certain Namibian communities, while specific documented histories of names in Namibian culture can be sparse, here's a possible conceptualization. Finiashu likely originates from Oshiwambo-speaking tribes, Ovambo people, who among the largest ethnic group in Namibia. Names in these communities often carry deep meanings or are tied to events and characteristics. The name Finiashu could be derived from the combination of local words. Fini might come from a root to mean strength and wisdom. Ashu meaning people. Lore, legendary figures. A figure named Finiashu might have been a revered leader or wise elder. This person could have been known for exceptional wisdom, could symbolize resilience, cultural heritage, tradition, and pride. Okay, we gotta check this shit. We gotta check this shit, because, I be making stuff up. Origin of Finiashu. Okay, well, at least we're in the right country, at least. Ethnic Oshiwambo. Okay. What is this? Oh, this is actually from the country. I think Oshiwambo name is completely indicating the feeling at the moment a child is born. In Oshiwambo culture, the father pronounces the name, its name, if unmarried, da 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 da. Okay, at least it did give us the right tribe, and this is looks like an African website. Let's see a little bit more. What's in her name? Namibian.com. She grew up in Namibia. Finnish and Hebrew names. Interesting. Angola. The final test is to find somebody who's actually named this. Because that's the real names in Namibia. Behind the name. Friday favor. Let's try to look up Finiashu. No match for Finiashu. Let's see. Finis. There is a Phoenicia, though. Oh, I knew a girl named Phoenicia a while back. Phoenicia. Okay. Well, this isn't necessarily Namibian names. It's just names in general. Okay. I'm at least I got the right country. So I'm okay with naming him Finiashu. Because I think that, man, I like that name. I think that's really cool. Oh, look at him right here. That is just so dope. Look at him. You got his legs open and everything. He's like, what? Like, what? Aliens, what? Dude, slick. Wait, what is this? Oh man, what is going on here? That is atrocious. That is just, sir, put your leg down. What are you doing? I do like this stance though, like how he just looks so intense here. And maybe we just vary the region to. Actually, let me see if I can change everything but him. Oh no, I just have to do this. No, it won't work. Let me try it this way. Beach in Okinawa. We'll just change it one stage at a time and see. Okay, that did not work. All right, well, I'm cool with just keeping him like we had him. We're just gonna use this guy, and then we'll work on the backgrounds and stuff later. Of course, it Midjourney's known, and a lot of these AI image generators are known for just giving you gibberish when it comes to these characters. I can't even say if these are real characters or not. It doesn't really matter though, because our man is done. Finny, what do we call him again? Finiashu. Man, he already sounds like he could have his own spin-off series. Finiashu. I'll think of a last name and stuff for him later. And they'll just call him Finny for short. And next time I'll go through and flesh out these details of where he's character. But this is a good place to start. And let's get his picture in here. Yeah, looking slick. Let's bring that down a little. Boom. I love seeing the portrait there. It just like gives that, okay, boom, we've got him in. And with that, we have our three main characters. We've got Lee Ma, we've got Charlotte Kinjo, and then we've got our man, our U.S. Space Force veteran or U.S. Space Force investigator who's going to be on Okinawa during the crisis. I've enjoyed this process. Creating characters is so much fun. I love doing it. Anytime I get an opportunity to create a character, and I don't go into this much depth for non-main characters. So what I would do if it was a secondary character or something else, I would just kind of roll my generator, see what it gives me, and then use that to color like their actions or their role in particular scenes or chapters. But obviously, for the main characters, got to put in that work, got to make sure they're tight, and give them motivations and stuff. And I'll go back and flesh this out later on. But hope you enjoyed this part of the novel creation process. Next time, I may or may not do a live stream of me going through and just like I did with Charlotte Kinjo, just going through, okay, I like this, I don't like that, tweaking this, tweaking that. And then after that, we're ready to start writing. That's it. As I said before, I do pretty much everything as I go along, except for the main characters, because they've got to be in place. But yeah, that's the way I roll. Hope you enjoyed this. If you are working on your novel, let me know what's going on. Put it in the comments if you need help. If you're new to this whole process, especially using AI and to make you see the way I move between the AI tools, I'm very comfortable using them. If you're really wanting to, you thought this was a really cool process of making a character, but you're a little bit stuck, then head to my website, keithhayden.net. You'll find my gifted book writer program there, and you can read all about how I can help you bring not only your characters to life, but your entire story and your world to life. I love doing this, and it's a lot of fun, and I'd really love to help you with your work as well. Thanks for tuning into this live stream or watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a great day.